Hey guys, this is Alma Viva Opera Reviews with you today to talk about Verdi's heaviest, most dramatic opera, Otello, about a man's fatal jealousy toward his innocent wife. Otello is in 4 acts, being approximately 2.5 hours long. So let's talk about the history of the opera. After a successful Aida in 1871, Verdi wanted to retire from the stage completely. Eventually, at a dinner, the idea for Otello was proposed. Enrico Boito, Verdi's librettist, worked with him to create this opera, and the premier cast included Francesco Tamagno as Otello, Victor Maruel as Iago, and Romilda Pantaleoni as Desdemona, conducted by Franco Faccio. Tamagno actually recorded 3 numbers from Otello: his heroic entrance, Esultate, his vengeance duet, Si pel ciel, and the somber farewell to life, Non mi tema. The last one was actually recorded 2 years before Tamagno's death, which is a scary coincidence. So here's the opera in a nutshell. Otello is driven half insane by the poisoned thoughts that Iago, his ensign, who's angry because he passed up for a promotion, has planted in his mind. The thought that his wife, Desdemona, is cheating on him with a captain, Cassio. Eventually, using a handkerchief, Iago makes Otello kill his wife in bed. When he realizes that she was innocent, it is already too late. Otello stabs himself. That was the opera in a nutshell. But now, here are the main roles in their biggest respective moments. So first, there's obviously the Titanic tenor role, Otello. Otello is really a tenor's opera. He has huge moments in every act, and in every one, he has to blast his sound in at least one moment. Now, his first main moment is Esultate, when he returns victorious from a war with the Turks. This passage is only 12 bars long, and can be as short as 30 seconds, but from the very first word, you know that Verdi is not going to take it easy on his lead tenor. A blasting orchestral accompaniment accompanies the first word. It's considered one of the most difficult opening passages for any tenor. He also has a passionate love duet with Desdemona, in which the theme that is played as Otello is dying appears for the first time. Now, the whole second act is lined with difficult moments, but Ora per sempre addio is Otello's arietta in the act. He talks about the loss of past memories in that arietta. It features a notorious high B flat at the end, which tenors usually struggle with. It's a big moment for sure. Another big moment for both Otello and Iago is Si pel ciel. That's the duet in which Otello swears vengeance on Desdemona and her supposed lover, Cassio. It's an explosive moment with many high notes, and it's one of the most difficult duets ever written. Now, a slightly calmer moment in Act 3 is Otello's Dio mi potevi scagliar. That's when Otello broods over the supposed loss of his wife. The only heavy moment is Otello's final high B flat on the words O gioia. Then, in Act 4, Otello has another big moment, Non mi tema, where he realizes that his wife was chaste and that Iago was lying to him, at the climax of which he stabs himself. As you can probably tell, this is the pinnacle of tenor repertoire. Tenors who have sung Otello to great acclaim include Francesco Tamagno, Lauritz Melchior, Ramon Vinay, Mario Del Monaco, who is my favorite Otello, Carlo Casuta, Placido Domingo, and Jonas Kaufmann. This is the pinnacle of dramatic tenor repertoire. Only one senior has managed the impressive feat of singing both Verdi's Titan voice tenor role and Rossini's Leggero, as Rossini also wrote an Otello opera. That is Gregory Kunde, though he didn't exactly sing the Verdi role very well. Iago has 3 main moments where he is the center of attention. His Act 1 drinking song, Inafia Lugola, his satanic Act 2 Credo, in which he sings about his belief in the cruel God who created him in his image, and his aria Era la notte, in which the poisonous seeds are finally planted in Otello's mind. In Inafia Lugola, Iago plans to get Cassio drunk to get him demoted, as he is displeased with Otello because of Cassio's promotion and not his own. I've already stated the meaning of Credo, in which he invokes his cruel God and denounces heaven and says that death is nothing. In Era la notte, he talks about a dream which Cassio supposedly had, which falsely confirms Otello's suspicion that his wife is unfaithful to him with the former captain. He actually also has a small moment in Act 3 where he mockingly says, Ecco il leone, which means, here is the lion, referring to Otello's nickname, as the Moorish general is lying on the ground, passed out. My personal favorite Iago is Cheryl Milnes, but Tito Gobi, Leonard Warren, and Robert Merrill have also been acclaimed for their Iago performances. Now, Desdemona is a role that doesn't have as many big solo moments as Iago or Otello, but she still has the love duet with Otello. a small ensemble scene in Act 2, a huge ensemble scene in Act 3, and for Act 4, Willow song Ave Maria. The only solo moments she has are the Willow song Ave Maria, which comprised the bedroom scene in Act 4, where she has a few sedatives and then just basically sings nonstop until Otello appears and kills her. Now, her scenes don't usually carry the plot. They're just kind of there. You know, if the soprano saw that Desdemona had just moments where she accompanies other singers and she doesn't have any solo moments, and she wouldn't be enticed to sing the role. So I get that she has a few filler arias. Her famous interpreters include Renato Tebaldi, Renato Scotto, Merel Freni, Katia Ricciarelli, and Sonia Yoncheva. They've all recorded it on CD except Yoncheva has recorded it on DVD, and even Anna Netrebko has appeared in concert as Desdemona, but only Act 1 is available from that performance, and I wouldn't really listen to it because Desdemona doesn't have any huge moments in Act 1, and you just want to listen to her huge moments, so it's not a very good start at Desdemona, Netrebko. So here's a listening guide to Otello. I would first listen to Esultate and Si bel ciel, and then I would listen to the entire opera. If you want to try Iago or Desdemona, I would listen to the Love Duet and the Nafia Lugolo. I would save Credo for the full opera experience, though. It just works better if you hear it in the context of the opera. And an Otello is judged by his Esultate and Si bel ciel for me, because they just show how he's going to sing for the majority of the recording. Speaking of recordings, now let's get to what recording to start out with, at least in my opinion. The 1978 RCA Red Seal recording, conducted by James Levine with the Ambrosian Opera Chorus and London Symphony Orchestra. Otello is Placido Domingo, Iago is Cheryl Milnes, Desdemona is Renato Scotto. I won't go very much into detail because I am saving my detail for a future review of this recording, but here are the basic pluses of this recording. Domingo sings Otello with emotion and power, though maybe not as much as Mario del Monaco, but it's still powerful and emotional too. Cheryl Milnes is probably the best Iago on record. He shows every side of Iago's multi-faced character extremely well and has gorgeous piano and vocal acting skills. Renato Scotto caresses Desdemona's lines in a way that makes you feel so sad for her at the end, when she dies. Her voice sounds so beautiful here, it's her best recording by far. James Levine moves through dramatic intensity and sweet, beautiful string notes, and has a very Italianate approach for Verdi's most Wagnerian opera. The cover art is great, and the package includes a well-formatted libretto and detailed synopsis. It's just a very satisfying recording to listen to as a whole, definitely worth your money and a great starter in general. So there we have it, the opera profile of Verdi's Otello, his extremely dramatic Wagnerian opera. It's actually my second favorite opera, and it always keeps you on the edge of your seat. It's so fun to listen to, and it forces lots of emotions from you and from the singers. And when an opera company or a recording company can pull off a good performance of this opera, it's honestly a feat to be admired. Thank you for watching Almaviva Opera Reviews. Make sure to like and subscribe.